just going to do the opening song now. Good morning. Our opening song is number 361, Enter, Rejoice, and Come In. Please stand if you're willing and able.
Here, let me stand first. Okay, ready? Okay, I can just lean on you. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your ears to the song. Open your ears to the song. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your hearts, everyone. Open your hearts, everyone. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Don't be afraid of some change. Don't be afraid of some change. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Today, rejoice, and come in.
Good morning. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Venice, also known as UCOV. I'm Serena Canarelli, a member of the Board of Trustees here at UCOV, where we strive to be the beacon of liberal religion on Florida's Suncoast. We are a welcoming, caring community for those seeking spiritual growth, meaning in life, and pursuing justice for all. You are welcome here no matter your creed, your color, your ability, your class, no matter who you love, your gender expression, political affiliation, or religious beliefs. Do we have any new visitors here today? Would you please raise your hand if you are new? Yes, can you tell me your name, sir, and where you're from?
I'm Dan Luna, I'm from Northport, and I'm Kathy's dad.
Oh, welcome. Welcome, Dan from Newport, Kathy's dad. We're glad to have you here to celebrate Kathy's first time at the pulpit. Yes. Anyone else? Whether you're visiting family or friends, Dan, I guess I'll say this to you, or just having a look, or searching for a place to be accepted for who you are, we are delighted to have you here today. Please, well, you probably already have stopped by our welcome table, so I won't go any further with that. Dave and Dave are coming up to pass the baskets, please, and I'm going to do some announcements. We are very busy here at UCOV now. December, we have a lot going on, and I will tell you that it's for the collection. No, the collection. Remind me what it's from. I didn't write it down. Who knows what the collection is from today? Because the UCOV, it just came out today, this morning. No one knows. Okay. Well, great. Yes. Yes, that's what it is. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Okay, I did not write it down because the UCOV connection just came out early this morning, and I just ran through it so I could gather up all the announcements. And we are very busy here. The gratitude tree, Reverend Cleaver spoke about it last week, and in November you were to be thinking about an ornament that you would like to contribute that reminded you of something or someone that you have gratitude for. So that tree will be up here next week, and as I understand it, and Linda, if you're back there, and if I have this wrong, you will be called up to put your ornament on the tree, and one very short sentence, because we're not sure how it's going to work. If everybody brings an ornament and 50 or 60 or 80 people rush up, it will be chaos. So that hasn't been completely worked out yet, but just keep that in mind that will happen next Sunday. And you can continue to add an ornament during the month of December. Okay. Friday, December 3rd, in our sanctuary from 2 to 4, South County Jazz with Maury will feature the Dick Hamilton Sextet. Saturday, December 4th, from 11 to 4, the book sale. Ruth Boysworth and her group has done a wonderful job collecting books, and she is still asking for people to sign up to help set up, right? Ruth, you sent an email. And proceeds from that event are going to the CHAPS Food and Hygiene Program. Sunday, December 5th, will be our first congregational conversations regarding our settled minister search. Our Board of Trustees are inviting all members right after the Sunday service to grab a cup, well, not completely right after, grab a cup of coffee or tea after the service, and then join us around 11:15, 11:30 in here, and we will be talking and answering questions about the ministerial search. And we promise that we will try to keep you no longer than 12 noon. Monday, December 6th, will be our Meatless Monday event on the Lanai, dining al fresco. The event is from 5 to 7. Thursday, December 9th, the book club is reading The Exiles by Christine Baker Klein. Tuesday, December 14th, if it's not too late, Paula and Eileen are still collecting, are you? Is it Phil? We're full. Okay, if you haven't signed up for the Rockin' Holiday Party hosted by Mark Murray, one of our members at the Bellagio Community Center in Venice. The band Alias will be providing the music. The event starts from 5 to 8, and it is a bring your own beverage and hearty appetizers to share, and also a donation of non-perishable items for our UCOV food pantry. 'Tis the season for giving and sharing, and there are 3 last things that I want to mention, and Janet Knudsen is the person you want to see if you have any interest or can help with any of these things. Holiday helpers are needed at the Laurel Civic Association for volunteers to buy and wrap gifts for their annual Christmas party. December 12th and 19th, UCOV is also collecting items on the Lanai for the outreach program of the Homeless Coalition of Port Charlotte, and Matt Makers is only meeting once this month on 12/18 in Waters Hall. You ready? Okay, I am happy to announce that our Director of Lifespan Education, Kathy Avery, will be conducting our service today. We have in the past used many members of our congregation to conduct our service in the absence of a minister or a visiting minister. Kathy has been successful, as you know, working on both our YRE program and adult education programs, and has a strong interest in leading the service on Sunday when needed. So let's welcome her to the pulpit today and be grateful for her interest. And I have one little quote: "What lies behind you and what lies in front of you pales in comparison to what lies inside of you Ralph Waldo Emerson.
Good morning. All right, our prelude, I apologize. I forgot to ask Lisa how to pronounce this. Gavotte, from the French suite number 5. I truly do this every week with the kids. It's just a much smaller screen. I have 4 little kids and their parents. 2 of them are mine, so it's easier. But we're on the screen for Zoom. This is much larger today. Our call to worship this morning is The Dancing Light by Reverend Scott Tayler. Apologies. I put in some screens so that you could read along with me. If it is completely blue, that is an interactive slide. If it has any graphic on it, I will read for you. Sorry. Let this dancing light be our guide. Sorry, there's a graphic. That's why I had to explain. Only blue is for everyone. Every graphic is for me. Okay. Apologies. We'll get this together. I will get this together, I promise. Let this dancing light be our guide. Let it lure us into letting go of the worries, of the stiffness that sets in after all the striving, of the myth that productivity alone gives us purpose. This garden of life we've been given is a playground. The weeding can wait. Come, let us worship together. Our first hymn, or second hymn, is number 16, "'Tis a Gift to Be Simple." Please stand as you're willing and able. I believe. It's been a long time since I've been at a service as well, so I'm a little rusty at this whole thing. I apologize. Our responsive reading is "We Answer the Call of Love." In the face of hate,
we answer the call of love.
in the face of exclusion,
We answer the call of inclusion.
in the face of homophobia,
We answer the call of LGBT rights.
in the face of racism,
We answer justice for all races.
in the face of xenophobia,
We answer the call of pluralism.
in the face of misogyny,
We answer the call of women's rights.
in the face of demagoguery,
We answer the call of reason.
in the face of religious intolerance,
We answer the call of diversity.
in the face of narrow nationalism,
We answer the call of global community.
in the face of bigotry,
We answer the call of open-mindedness.
in the face of despair.
We answer the call of hope.
As Unitarian Universalists, we answer the call of love.
Now more than ever. From all that dwells below the skies, let songs of hope and faith arise. Let peace, goodwill on earth be sung. Through every land, by every tongue.
Our children have their own religious education class, as I mentioned, by Zoom each Sunday at 10 a.m. And if you'd like to attend or help your child attend, you can contact me at dre@uucov.org, and I'd be happy to get you on. I'm also hopeful that December will be the time when you will see children's faces in service again. Today we will be listening to The Book with No Pictures by B.J. Novak.
Reading Pioneers is proud to present The Book with No Pictures by B.J. Novak. Warning! This book looks serious, but is actually completely ridiculous. If a kid is trying to make you read this book, the kid is playing a trick on you. You will end up saying silly things and make everybody laugh and laugh. Don't say, I didn't warn you. This is a book with no pictures. It might seem like no fun to have someone read you a book with no pictures. It probably seems boring and serious, except here is how books work. Everything the words say, the person reading the book has to say, no matter what. That's the deal. That's the rule. So that means even if the words say Blork. Wait, what? That doesn't even mean anything. Blurf. Wait a second. What? This isn't the kind of book I wanted to read. And I have to say every word the book says? Uh-oh. I am a monkey who taught myself to read. Hey, I'm not a monkey. And now I am reading you this book with my monkey mouth in my monkey voice. That's not true. I am not a monkey. Yes, I am a monkey. Also, I am a robot monkey. What? And my head is made of blueberry pizza. Wait a second. Is this whole book a trick? Can I stop reading, please? No! And now it's time for me to sing you my favorite song. A song? Do I really have to sing a glug glug glug, my face is a bug? I eat ants for breakfast right off the rug. This book is ridiculous. Can I stop reading yet? No? There are more pages? I have to read the rest? My only friend in the whole wide world is a hippo named Boo Boo Butt. And also, the kid I'm reading this book to is the best kid ever in the history of the entire world. Oh, really? And this kid is the smartest kid too, because this kid chose this book even though it had no pictures. Because kids know this is the book that makes grown-ups have to say silly things and make silly sounds like, oh no, here it comes. Glurgawaka ma grumpa di I, broog, 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 oomph, eef, blaggity, blaggity, glibbity, globbity, globbity, glibbity, beep, boop, ee, badoongy face. Please don't ever make me read this book again. It is so silly. In fact, it is completely and utterly preposterous. Next time, please, 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 please choose a book with pictures. Please, because this is just too ridiculous to read. The end. Bonk. I didn't want to say that. Thank you everyone for reading along with us to the story, The Book with No Pictures. When I first heard about this story from a friend of mine who was also a teacher, I was a little hesitant because I felt like children needed more meaning in books. However, when I read this to my students in elementary school, they loved it, and it made them not be as scared of books as they used to be. However, I would love to hear your experiences with this book. Comment below your thoughts about the story and what you thought when you first read it. If you enjoyed this story and want to keep up with more read-alouds by Reading Pioneers, click the thumbs up button and subscribe to this YouTube channel. It really would help out a lot with the uploads and creating more content as the days go by. There are more books in this growing library of ours, so until the next upload, you can check out some of these other stories that I think you'll enjoy. Unfortunately though, this is all the time we have for today's video. So, until next time, I hope you all have an amazing day. Bye-bye.
There was a lot of postlude to that, wasn't there? All right, now we're going to do celebrations and sorrows, and as Reverend Kleber does, I will hold the microphone. I'm not worried about cooties, though. So, if you've brought any celebrations to service with you this morning, please raise your hand.
I wanted to thank Nancy Jansen for bringing the lovely poinsettia to us.
Yes, thank you. That was Eileen Liebley, by the way. Anybody else have any celebrations for us today? If you have any sorrows weighing on your heart this morning. Thank you. May the gratitude and celebrations among this day become a blessing to all. And may the concerns and sorrows of each be carried in all our hearts, a burden shared, become a load lightened. Let us join in a spirit of prayer and meditation as we begin with To Savor the World, or Save It, by Reverend S. Gilbert. I rise in the morning torn between the desire to save the world or to savor it, to serve life or to enjoy it, to savor the sweet taste of my own joy or to share the bitter cup of my neighbor, to celebrate life with exuberant step or to struggle with the life of heavy laden. What am I to do when the guilt at my bounty clouds the vision of the sky of my vision? When the glow which lights my every day illumines the hurting world around me, to save the world, savor the world, or save it. God of justice, if such there be, take from me the burden of my question. Let me praise my plenitude without limit. Let me cast from my eyes all the troubled folk. No, you will not let me be. You will not stop my ears to the cries of the hurt and the hungry. You will not close my eyes to the sight of the afflicted. What is that you say? To save, one must serve? To savor, one must save? This, the one will not stand without the other? Forgive me. In my preoccupation with myself, in my concern for my own life, I had forgotten. Forgive me, God of justice. Forgive me and make me whole. We lift up those in this community who face challenge, change, or loss, as we hold within our hearts all who suffer. And we now pray, each in our own ways, into the silence. The hopes of this community are offered forth in the names of all those who have gone before and the names of all those who will come after. In the names of all the helpers of humankind, Salam, Shalom, Amen, and blessed be. Our interlude is Playera by Granados. right, here comes the part I've been dreading. Good morning again. My name is Kathy Avery. I realize I was introduced already, but I didn't know that was coming when I wrote this. I'm the director of religious education. I was hired just about 2 years ago. And as I got started, COVID hit, so I may not have had the opportunity to meet you. Hi, nice to meet you. Mucho gusto. Have you ever thought to yourself, I have to go to the doctor. I have to go to the grocery store. I have to go wherever your have to takes you in this world. Honestly, I hate have tos. Kind of bring me down. They make me feel burdened, even if it's for myself. It doesn't make me very happy. Have to makes things really mundane. Makes things seem burdensome, boring, and sometimes downright overwhelming. The errands in life are always waiting, looming, and so boring. So what I'm going to propose to you today is that we look at these things in a different light. What if changing our wording would make things more enjoyable? I recently posted a meme on Facebook, and it said, "Re-enchant your life by making the mundane exciting. You are not going to CVS. You are visiting the apothecary to buy potions. You're not running an errand. You are doing a side quest. You are not feeding the birds. You are making an alliance with the Crow Queen." Now you might think, very well might think, that this was my inspiration, but you wouldn't be exactly correct. This idea has been taking shape for over a month. And then I decided on the topic, and I keep seeing things that add to this changing of thought. Not what we're doing. We're going to have to do what we have to do, but changing our thought process is what's going to help us through these things. So I keep seeing them. They line up with all of my thinking. It's weird to me how my inspiration hits. I was in a therapy session. I'm not sure how we started the conversation, but I was talking about a quest I was taking. I was taking a 21-day self-care quest, which I quite loved, by the way. And I was talking about the retirement of our settled minister, my free flow. I like to go all over in my therapy sessions. But usually, interestingly enough, they all have kind of a common theme. And this one did too. I was talking about my personal quest. The church's changes came to mind. And I remember thinking, we are on a quest together. Our congregation is going on a quest to find who we want to be our new leader. This is very exciting to me. And I've heard all of the daunting, we have to do this, and it's going to take this long, and I get it, because I feel that same way. But we have a chance. We have a chance for change. The person who led our group is moving on. And we get to take it from here. We get to decide how we're going to grow it, how we're going to form it into whatever we want this to be. Now for me, change is very exciting. I like to imagine everything new that's coming, all the changes, and I get really excited. My husband, he's not the same. Not at all. In his mind, he thinks the devil you know is better than the devil you don't. But I'm forever an optimist. I believe everything's going to work out. Maybe that's my privilege talking, but I always find that I personally am working to a better day. During meetings lately, I keep saying we need to stand on our own 2 feet. And by that, I mean we need to make all our desires for policies and workings for our congregation clear. What do we want? What does this look like? Where do we want to be in 10, 20 years? What do we want this to look like when our children are standing in our shoes? What legacy do we want to leave for this community? Not just our congregation, all the areas around us. This is the quest we're on. We've been on it, but we've had a leader, someone we entrusted to guide our group, but now it's our turn. We have a lot of work to do. And I have seen a lot of good that's already happened in this church. Many, many wonderful things are happening. And I would like to find ways to grow our band. We have to lift our voices, and we have to be heard. I look forward to this adventure with you all, and I hope this allows us to band together. I hope this brings us closer and allows us to grow as a community. I'm hopeful we get to know each other deeply as our future emerges. May we have conversations about who we are as a congregation, where we are now, and where we want to go. Now, we have lots of hard work to do. We have to talk and talk and talk more about what we want. We have to. But I don't want to have to. I'm right back to have to. So I don't want to have to do anything with you all. I would like to do things with you all. I want to have fun. I want my life and our congregation to be enchanted. And hard work can be fun if we apply our new way of thinking. So let's all think about this work, all the work that we have to do. And let's rephrase it, and rephrase it to be exciting. We need to find ways, we get to find ways to enchant our community. We're planning the adventures that guide us to a new leader. We have the chance to really enjoy this process. I know it seems daunting. I know there's a lot to learn and do, but if we band together and forge our way as a team, we can enjoy our ride. We can become a beacon of hope and acceptance to all the people around us. Let us create many opportunities to create more magic. Let us discuss all the possibilities and hold tight to the ones that support our mission. I would like to enchant you all with the joy and excitement of change. This short video incites joy and excitement for me, and I hope you adopt the feeling as well.
Hold your breath. Make a wish. Count to 3. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of my creation. What we'll see will defy explanation. If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Want to change the world. There's nothing to it.
Hurry up, Violet.
This way, Grandpa.
There is There's no life I know to compare with pure imagination. Living there you'll be free if you truly wish to be. If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Want to change the world, there's nothing to it.
We live in paradise. Let's make this our paradise. Close your eyes. Count to 3 and imagine what you want our congregation and our community to look like. Thank you. All right. Our final hymn is 311, Let It Be. Please stand as you're willing and able. This is a new one, we think. At least it's new to Lisa and I. So we're going to go through it, just the refrain, one time before we're going to ask you all to join, please. So please stand as you're willing and able. I apologize. All right. Our benediction comes from Cynthia Landrum. Be true, be well, be loving. We leave this gathered community, but we don't leave our connection, our cares for each other, our service to each other, to the world, and to our faith continues, until we are together again, friends. Be strong, be well, be true, be loving. Thank you for joining me today.
I'm still reading your book. Oh yeah, I don't have that much time. I read a little bit before bed. But okay,
The whole thing.
Was it fun?
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
wild. But yours is good. That's the first Hyacinth book that I've actually liked.
Yeah.
Because the others are too weird. That is nicer.